So this is it. Day 1 of training at the WWE Performance Center. As you can see, it looks like everyone heard I was coming and decided they'd be better off staying home. This is cool, but there's no way my journey ends here. I'm going to WWE and then straight to the top, where I make sure that—
What are you doing? You're an hour and a half early for your orientation.
I was just checking out the facility.
There'll be plenty of time for that later. How did you even get in here?
Guy up front let me in.
Oh, big guy with the mustache? Kinda sweaty?
Yup.
Well, that's Todd's final strike. Hope he enjoys early retirement.
Oh, no need to get anyone in trouble. He, definitely checked my ID and even did a pat-down. Really thorough. So Todd's all right in my book. I feel very safe in his big, sweaty hands.
Fine, whatever. Anyway, you're going to need to fill out your information on this and sign a bunch of waivers before you can begin training today. And when you're done with all that, there's actually a fun part. You get to design your wrestling gear in case you become a WWE superstar.
You mean when I become a WWE superstar?
Yeah, sure. Wait, have you been filming this entire time?
Is that a problem?
Filming's not allowed in here without prior consent, which you should have been told by security. Frickin' Todd. Turn it off, please. You done with all that yet?
Just finished. It takes time to design a look like that.
I've seen worse.
So now what? Should I go wait at the front desk with you until it's time to start?
Front desk. What do you think I do here? I'm Corey Klein, head recruiter and occasional babysitter of people who don't follow instructions and show up way earlier than they're supposed to.
Oh, that Corey. I guess when we were emailing, I just saw your name and assumed that— You know what? It's nice to meet you in person finally.
Go get changed. Then head over to the gym. The other trainees who started last week should be showing up soon. And to clear up any potential confusion on your end, they are men.
Got it. Thanks.
Hey, new guy, right? I'm Hector Flores. Welcome to the PC.
Thanks. I'm excited to get going, especially since I heard you started last week.
Started here, at least. I've been training in wrestling for years before this. It's part of growing up in Mexico.
Are you from one of those famous wrestling families?
No, where I'm from, you were either into wrestling or football. Sorry, soccer. I chose wrestling.
I played soccer when I was a kid, but there wasn't enough punching. So eventually I got into MMA. There was a lot more punching.
So why make the switch from MMA to wrestling?
I love fighting, but I got burned out with the long training camps and only getting to fight a couple times a year. Plus, I wanted a new challenge. So I started training for this a few months back and WWE took notice.
That's good. But don't expect this to be easy. You're going to have to work as hard or harder than you ever have before to make it to WWE.
I realize that. And I respect everything the WWE Superstars do, inside and outside the ring. And I know I can do the same thing, if not better.
That's a high bar to set. But good luck.
Hey, who are you?
It's my first day training here. Who are you?
Seriously? Have you not been watching Japanese wrestling for the past 6 years? I'm Paragon J. Pierce, the biggest free agent WWE's signed since AJ Styles. Bigger, actually.
I haven't had time to watch Japanese wrestling. I was busy training and fighting in MMA at the highest level in the world.
So you're an MMA fighter, huh? Man, you guys are all the same. You come in our sport thinking it's gonna be easy. But you're in for a real wake-up call. I don't plan on being here very long. They actually should have never sent me here to begin with. But I'm gonna take this opportunity to send you running back to whatever MMA promotion you were cut from.
You remind me of a lot of the guys I fought against. All talk. Luckily for them, they don't have to face me anymore. Unfortunately, you do.
Yeah, in a wrestling ring, which you have very little experience in. You're in my arena now, rookie. And when I'm done with you, you're gonna wish you stayed in your lane.
We'll see.
I heard you were starting today. Big fan.
Thanks. You a big MMA fan?
No, not really. I just love that viral video of the fight where you got knocked out in like 2 seconds. Hilarious. Anyway, I'm actually crossing over from another sport too. I spent some time in minor league baseball.
Really? Who'd you play for?
Well, I wasn't a player. I was actually a mascot named Ribby. But I was around a ton of good athletes.
Oh, okay. Well, that counts for something, I guess.
The best part of the job was they used to have indie wrestling shows at the stadium all the time, where I got to rub elbows with legends like Jerry the King Lawler. He found out I was training on the side as a wrestler and actually helped me get a shot here. Not that I couldn't have made it on my own.
So that explains it. You're Lawler's charity case.
It's not like that. I deserve to be here. You'll see.
Sure. If I need a mascot to cheer me on, I'll let you know.
Whatever. I was gonna ask you to autograph something for me, but now I'm not sure I want it. Probably not worth anything anyway.
Relax. I was just giving you a hard time. I'll do it. You might need to sell it after you get cut here.
Seriously?
I'm messing with you again. See you out there, Case.
Messing with me again, right?
What do you mean?
You called me Case, but my name's Chase. Good one.
Oh yeah, totally messing with you. That's me, full of jokes.
I'd like to officially welcome our newest recruit to the start of his WWE journey. The rest of you've heard this speech already, so we'll try to make it quick.
On our first day, he did the whole ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages thing. It was awesome.
We'll do the talking, Chase.
I was just telling him about your cool DX intro you did.
Chase!
What Road Dogg was getting at is we are going to give you the foundation to succeed in WWE. What you do with it is up to you.
Keep in mind, you will be judged at all times. The big man in the sky is always watching.
Not that big man. There's a camera up there with a live feed that goes directly to Triple H's office in Stamford.
The coaches and PC staff certainly have input, but ultimately, he'll decide when the time's right to bring the GMs from NXT, Raw, and Smackdown here so you can showcase your talents.
I'm ready for that now.
Yeah, we know you think that, but it's not your call, big shot.
Okay, now that all that's out of the way, we're gonna start with some one-on-one matches to see where everyone's at.
All right, new guy, since it's your first day, we'll let you choose who you want to face.
Okay, let's get started.
Hey, good match out there. I think I almost had you.
You fought hard. There's no shame in losing.
I guess I just don't want to be seen as the weak link in our training class, you know? Like the guy that no one really expects to succeed? Or the one you want to face whenever you need an easy win?
You've only been here a week, right? I don't think anyone thinks that.
Not yet, at least.
Hey, keep your head up. You can do this.
I'll try. Thanks, buddy.
Wow, big win over the mascot. Really impressive. I bet Triple H is talking to all the GMs right now about the new guy at the PC who had the courage to face the weakest opponent here.
Just because I wrestled Chase today Doesn't mean I'm scared to face Hector, you, or anyone else.
I'll believe it when I see it. And so far, you haven't shown me anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll have the chance to face each other real soon.
As long as you don't keep dodging real competition.
Hey, big news. We got another member of DX coming to help out for a bit at the PC.
Hornswoggle?
No. One of the members of the best version of DX, X-Pac.
No offense, but I actually think the original version of DX was the best.
Wow. Offense taken. It's funny, Sean always tells me the same thing.
You guys were cool, but Sean and Hunter were the OGs.
Okay. What if when X-Pac is here, we had a match to settle this debate? You and your OG hero, Shawn Michaels, versus me and X-Pac.
I've got 2 words for you. I'm in.
Leave that to the pros. Tengo una gran oportunidad para ti. That's Spanish for I got a big opportunity for you.
Ignoring your terrible Spanish for a second, what's the opportunity?
WWE was contacted to send a PC student to El Mago's retirement show in Mexico. They actually requested Hector, but for some reason he doesn't want to do it. So if you're interested, we'll have a triple threat between you, Paragon, and Chase to decide who will go to face El Mago's son, El Mago Jr. at the event.
Reservar mi vuelo, which means book my flight.
I only looked up that one sentence, so I'll take your word for it.
Good luck against El Mago Jr. in Mexico. I hope you beat him.
That's the plan. I've been meaning to ask. Why didn't you want to go?
Yeah, just wasn't feeling it.
It would have been a chance for you to compete in your home country. And you're probably a fan of El Mago, right?
I was, but he wasn't a fan of me. That's all I can really say. Just go get the win over Mago Jr.
Okay.
Hey, we have some good news.
You're not going to have to deal with us much longer.
Well, maybe if everything works out.
What do you mean?
Triple H feels like he's seen enough from you and the rest of the class. So it's time for an official evaluation.
Is this the PC showcase you mentioned back on my first day?
Exactly. All of the GMs will be here to see you guys in action. If you impress any of them enough, you might receive a contract offer.
Thanks for helping me get to this point. I won't let you down.
You put in the hard work and earned this opportunity. Now it's time to deliver and reap the benefits.
I'll be ready.
We should also mention that each GM is going to be accompanied by a superstar from their brand to help evaluate you guys.
And by evaluate, I mean you're going to face one of the visiting superstars. We already know how you do against the other guys here, so we wanted to give you a new challenge.
That all sounds good to me. So, who will I face?
Well, the options are Oni Lorcan from NXT, Shinsuke Nakamura from Smackdown, or the toughest challenge out of the 3, Drew McIntyre from Raw.
Keep in mind there's no wrong choice, but being a tougher opponent would be more impressive to the GMs and potentially open more doors. But if you lost, the risk might not be worth it.
So, now that you've had 10 seconds to consider this life-altering decision, what's it gonna be?
I want to really impress the GMs. Give me Drew McIntyre.
All right, we'll make it happen. Good luck, kid.
Wait! We almost forgot the best part. There's a little surprise waiting in your locker.
Oh, you mean his custom gear we made for him?
Well, now that the cat's out of the bag, remember your first day when you designed your wrestling attire? Well, we figured it might help your chances if the GMs could see how you'd really look in WWE.
Unless you'd rather stick with your plain old boring training gear.
No. I think I'm gonna go with my custom look. Thanks, guys.
Just a heads up, I wouldn't get all worked up about this PC showcase, since the GMs are really only coming to scout me.
That's not what I've heard. Who are you gonna face anyway?
I'm taking on the mascot. I'll dominate him and show the GMs what they've been missing out on.
Wait, so you're not even facing one of the visiting superstars? Sounds like someone is scared to lose in front of the GMs.
It's called being smart and putting myself in the best position to succeed. Maybe you should try it sometime. But good luck getting a contract with whatever half-baked decision you made.
I am so jacked for this PC showcase. I had a dream last night that I beat Paragon and was signed by Mandy Rose to Raw. And then the dream got crazy. But we don't need to get into that.
You beating Paragon and getting signed to Raw wasn't the crazy part.
Oh, no way, man. I can do this. I step up my game when the pressure's on. And besides, all I need is one shot.
Well, I admire your confidence. And I hope it works out that way.
Maybe we'll end up on the same show. That'd be sweet. Could even ride together, live together, work out together, eat together.
I know. We could do a lot of things together.
All right, well, good luck in your match. I'm gonna go buy a new suit to impress the GMs, specifically Mandy Rose. If our real-life connection is anything like it was in my dream, there's gonna be fireworks when we meet. Not literally like pyro or anything. I mean like the romantic kind.
Yeah, I get it, Chase. Good luck with all that.
I've heard a lot about you, and you didn't disappoint with your win over Drew McIntyre today. With that being said, I'd like to offer you the opportunity to sign with NXT.
This is a big decision, and I need to think it over.
That's fine, but you don't have a lot of time. Weigh your options and get back to me.
I wasn't planning on making any acquisitions today, but after what you did against Drew McIntyre, I'm impressed. So I want to offer you the best opportunity you're going to get. A chance to sign with Raw.
I've always wanted to compete on Monday nights. So I accept your offer.
That's it? You're not even going to ask about your pay?
I already did my negotiating in the ring.
Fair enough. We'll send you the paperwork. Don't make me regret this.
You're looking at the Blue Brand's newest superstar. It took longer than it should have, but finally, I'm gonna show the WWE Universe what the rest of the world already knows. When it comes to wrestling, I am the Paragon.
Good for you. I'm gonna do the same thing on Raw, but without the lame attitude and nickname.
Wait, you got signed to Raw?
Yeah. Did you not see me beat one of their top superstars?
No, I did. I just thought they would recognize it was a total fluke like I did. But I guess every brand needs curtain jerkers.
I'm really gonna miss you.
Hey, I heard you're going to Raw. Congrats.
Thanks. I saw you talking to Regal. He make you an offer?
Yeah, and I'm going to take it. I think it's a great fit for my style, and I'll be able to compete for the Cruiserweight Championship. But maybe we'll cross paths again sometime in the future.
Never say never around here.
That's right. Buena suerte.
Heard you got signed. Congrats.
Thanks. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter? You and Hector and Paragon all got signed, but no one wanted me, and now I'm stuck here while you guys are all moving on to bigger and better things.
Comparing yourself to us isn't going to help. Your time will come. Trust me. You just need to take a hard look in the mirror and see what you can change to capitalize on the next opportunity that comes along.
That's good advice. But what if it wasn't anything that I did wrong? What if someone in WWE doesn't want me to succeed? What if I'm being held down?
Bro, I think you've been spending too much time on social media. There are no conspiracy theories in play here.
All right, but that is exactly what you would say if there was one.
Chase, keep your head up and continue to work hard. I gotta go clean up my locker.
That's not code, is it? Like you're not trying to tell me there's a conspiracy theory against me? That I'm being locked down? Wink twice if I'm onto something.
Chase.
Congrats on getting signed to Raw. Think you're gonna do big things there.
Thanks for saying that, especially since we haven't always seen eye to eye.
It's hard for me to see eye to eye with anyone these days. That's a joke. But nonetheless, this is always a proud day for us. But just remember, don't slip up and embarrass me or the other coaches, okay?
So basically, don't do anything you would have done when you were starting out in WWE.
Exactly. Good luck, kid. I'll be watching.
It's the arrival of the newest edition of Monday Nights.
GM Mandy Rose and the WWE Universe are lucky to have this superstar on Monday Night Raw. I know he's accomplished a lot in other places, but let's see how he does here on the Red brand. Then we'll talk. We have a new United States champion. I can't believe it. Tommaso Ciampa has been dethroned. And now it's time for him to say goodbye to his precious Stripey. Maybe he doesn't want to. He doesn't seem too happy about it, but apparently Ciampa is ready to accept this loss. Whoa, what the heck? Ciampa's lost it. Obviously, he wasn't ready to accept this loss. Oh my God, what's he doing with those steel steps? I think we've seen this before in Ciampa's epic battles with Johnny Gargano. Oh no. Fairy tale ending on the steel stairs. The new United States champion could be severely injured. Yeah, he came crashing down face and rib first on those unforgiving steps. And would you look at that? Ciampa isn't going to part ways with Stripey after all. He's leaving with the United States Championship. Just all-around disgraceful actions that we've witnessed here tonight. In any event, stay tuned for updates on the new champion's condition. Here's an update. Not good.
I just saw your post. You're stripping me of the title I just won?
Yeah, because I just saw your x-rays and you're going to be out for over a month, which is a month without the US Championship being defended on Raw. I have no other choice.
You never wanted me to beat Ciampa. All you care about is keeping his record-breaking reign going for the brand and ratings.
That's my job to care about that stuff. Besides, we wouldn't be having this conversation if you weren't soft. That's what you called Ciampa, right?
He attacked me after the match. You know, the match where I beat him.
Look, you can go to the Performance Center, rehab your injury, then come back at full strength, and you'll most likely have a rematch waiting for you.
Most likely?
A lot can happen in 6 weeks. The alternative is you face Ciampa for the championship next week while gasping for air with a chest full of broken ribs, most likely lose, and then maybe never get a shot again. But either way, the title's returning to someone who can defend it immediately at 100%. So what do you want to do?
I don't care what you, Ciampa, or anyone else says about being soft. I'm not going to risk my career for one match. I'll be back for my US title when I'm 100%.
All right, I'll let the PC know you're coming.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE United States Champion, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Smoke.
The United States champion persevered through an extremely difficult challenge tonight to walk away victorious.
Yeah, after surviving that match, you have to wonder if there's any obstacle he can't overcome.
It's Dolph Ziggler! Zigzag!
What the heck? What was that all about?
Just when it looked like the United States champion had no more obstacles to clear, now he has the show-off standing in his way.
Dolph Ziggler is a former United States champion himself. This is only speculation, but maybe he was upset he was left out of the match tonight.
That could be, but nonetheless, the champion now appears to have a significant problem on his hands.
Let's hear what our United States champion has to say before his title defense.
You all saw what happened last week when Dolph Ziggler attacked me after the US Champions Battle Royal. I guess he was a little upset he wasn't included and feeling overlooked in general. So, I promised Dolph that I'd come out here tonight and recognize some of the amazing moments from his career. So, let's start at the beginning, where Dolph proved he was special from day one, debuting in WWE as a preppy-looking golf caddy. How could anyone ever overlook that? Not wanting to become too big of a star too fast, Dolph then decided to become a male cheerleader. He truly was a show-off of both versatility and spirit. After those two stints were so overwhelmingly successful, Dolph again didn't want to outshine his fellow superstars, so he decided to go back to developmental to come up with another amazing persona and give back to future superstars. After this hiatus, Dolph would return and continue to entertain the WWE Universe for the past decade and a half, even trying his hand at stand-up comedy in front of as many as 20 to 30 people. Speaking of jokes, I think that's about enough of that. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth about Dolph Ziggler. He's not given the credit he thinks he deserves because he has no identity. A caddy, a cheerleader, a stand-up comedian. How can he be recognized if he can't even recognize himself? But here's the thing. I know who I am, and that's the United States champion who will kick anyone's ass who gets in my way. So, Dolph, after I'm through with my match tonight, you won't be overlooked. You'll just be next.
Strong words from the United States champion. He'll defend his title coming up next.
Champ has this one in hand now.
The champion retains. Here is your winner, and still the WWE
Hey, did you get my text?
I did, and the voicemails and the DMs. I was almost expecting a handwritten letter to show up in the mail.
If that would help greenlight the WCW reunion show, then I'd do it.
Look, I heard you already have Rey Mysterio on board, and obviously he can still go. But what about the other former WCW guys who aren't really active anymore?
Okay, so what if I bring in another former WCW star and have a match against them on Raw to prove to you this can work?
Okay, fine. I'll be watching. But if I'm not impressed then it's off. No more texts, DMs, or letters. Deal?
I promise, you won't be disappointed.
This should be very interesting.
All week long, you've heard about a huge announcement I'd be making tonight. And now the time has finally come. You might be able to guess what it is based on the men who are gathered in this ring and those giant steel letters. But let's make it official. In the very near future, there's gonna be a special one-night tribute show to the men and women of World Championship Wrestling. And it's going to be called WCW One Night Nitro. That's right. Raw is now where the big boys play. I just want to say, It's truly an honor to be a part of helping put all of this together. And I can't wait to pay tribute to the legends in this ring and many more who influenced my career. Now, with that being said, I'd like to...
Huge news with the announcement of WCW One Night Nitro. But apparently, AJ Styles has something to say about it.
Whatever it is, it must be urgent.
Sorry to crash the big party, but I just wanted to say I'd love to be a part of this reunion show too. Apparently you forgot I spent a few months in WCW before it went out of business.
No slight intended. I was actually planning on reaching out to you. Just wanted to make sure we save room on the card for some of the more well-known WCW stars.
Well-known, huh?
I mean well-known in WCW, not in general. Like you said, you were only there for a few months. But I'm sure we can work this out. Let's talk more later, all right?
Yeah, sounds good. I'll let you get back to it.
As you can see, this show is so big that everyone wants to be a part of it. Now stay tuned to the WCW hotline. Just kidding. Stay tuned to social media for more information on WCW One Night Nitro!
We never thought we'd see this moment. WCW will return for one night only.
Hold up. AJ Styles with the chair shot.
He's not waiting to talk about this later. AJ Styles clearly felt disrespected tonight, and now he's taking it out on all the WCW legends.
And down goes Booker T.
Kevin Nash can't stop AJ either.
Mysterio off the top.
And Styles dumps Rey to the outside.
Okay, maybe this will be a fair fight.
Guess not. AJ setting up for the Styles clash.
Down onto the steel chair. This was supposed to be a moment to celebrate the legends of WCW, but AJ Styles did everything in his power to ruin that.
Just pathetic, in my opinion.
This seems to be about more than just being excluded from the event. There's something else going on here.
And one more disgraceful act to close out an all-around shameful night for AJ Styles.
All week long, I've been getting messages on social media. Why, AJ? Why did you take out the WCW legends? Why'd you ruin One Night Nitro? Well, here's the answer. At first, I was slightly offended I wasn't considered for the show. After all, like I said, I was an actual wrestler there, unlike the superfan wannabe putting it all together, who never stepped foot in a WCW ring. More on him in a second. But then the more I thought about it, I didn't want to be a part of bringing back and honoring the egotistical, greedy dinosaurs who sleptwalk through their matches just to collect a fat paycheck, putting the company out of business and nearly killing my career before it ever got started. In fact, it was so bad down there, when they first offered me a contract, I turned it down and took a job delivering water because it paid more. Because all these so-called legends were flying around in private jets with their guaranteed contracts, wrestling 4 times a year, and there was no money left to pay guys who actually wanted to be there. Ultimately, I ended up going to WCW for 3 months, and it was way worse than I thought it would be. Every decision from the top guys was made to hold back the younger, more talented wrestlers like me. Finally, it all caught up to them, and the company folded. I had to go back to the Indies and work my butt off to make it to where I am today. But I'm the exception. Most of the younger WCW guys from that era, like my old tag team partner, they never made it. So that's how I remember WCW. Not as this company that beat WWE for a short time, or part of this over-glorified golden era of wrestling, but a sinking ship that almost took down AJ Styles with it. So that's why I did what I did. I shut down the embarrassing tribute show before it ever happened, and I'd do it again 500 times. So let's circle back to the guy who started all this. You were just a fan when all that with WCW went down. You had no idea what really happened, but in my eyes, that almost makes you worse than the so-called legends you put on a pedestal. You're supposedly a WWE superstar now, so act like it. This isn't your time to play fantasy WCW. It's embarrassing. So you want to talk about destroying me for what I did? Remember, WCW already tried that, and they failed. So I'm gonna do a favor for every man and woman in that locker room who has any actual respect for what we do, and destroy you. Challenge accepted.
Is he attempting a Styles clash?
It's Finn Balor.
What's he doing here?
It seems Balor's attempting to help out his former club partner.
He's certainly got everyone's attention.
AJ Styles has a chair, and the referee has no idea.
Neither does his opponent. It's Kevin Nash.
We haven't seen Nash since Styles took out the WCW Legends a few weeks back.
This is his chance for payback.
Kevin Nash just turned on his friend.
I can't believe this is happening.
And now AJ taking advantage.
He's gonna do it.
He hits this and it's done. Styles clash.
1, 2, 3.
And it's all over thanks to the interference from Finn Balor and the shocking actions of Kevin Nash.
This is unbelievable.
What exactly is the relationship between these three?
I'm not sure if Balor and Styles even know.
There's your answer. It looks like we've just witnessed the birth of some kind of new NWO/club type alliance.
This is bad news for WWE.
Oh, I agree. Nothing good can come from this.
This could put a stop to AJ. And there's the survivor of this steel cage match.
Here is your winner, Sub-Zero, Scorpion Smoke.
I don't think anybody will question the toughness on display here tonight.
Takes a lot of guts to even set foot in the cage, but to win is even more impressive.
I'm not impressed at all by AJ Styles' effort tonight.
Well, I mean, he tried.
This guy's day can't get any more interesting.
I might have an idea what this is all about.
Yeah, after what we heard happened backstage.
It's Kane!
And not Mayor Kane, it's the big red machine. The demon has been awakened.
Choke slam!
He's been put on notice.
You have to give him credit. That was a huge win tonight over Kane.
Hold on, is this what I think it is?
It's The Undertaker!
The Phenom is here on Raw!
He called Taker out on social media. Now he has to answer him face to face.
Let's see how tough he is now.
Undertaker's not going to wait.
And there he goes. He wants nothing to do with the dead man.
He just took down Kane. I think he's had enough of the Brothers of Destruction for one night.
And there you see The Undertaker checking on Kane.
Wait a minute, from behind, with a chair on Undertaker.
And Orton's got one too. They are laying waste to Kane and Undertaker.
Come on, you won the match. This is too much. They got it. A career-changing win inside.
Here is your winner, Sub-Zero, Scorpion Smoke.
An important victory for him in this match.
The dead man has just been buried. Undertaker lost, and I can't believe it.
It's stressful always being on high alert. Never know who's going to come after me and my title. But this really helps. Oh yeah, that's it. Keep going, right there. Damn, I guess the reviews were right. You do have strong hands. Okay, easy now.
Time to flip over onto your back now.
Hey, what the hell?
Come on, ref!
R-Truth can never get a moment to relax.
Not as long as he has the 24/7 championship.
Yes! New champ! Seriously? I didn't even get 1 minute to celebrate.
Enjoy your 24/7 championship reign while you can.
All right, get back here.
Big win over R-Truth, champ.
Thanks. You're not mad I beat your friend?
If I got mad every time he lost a 24/7 championship, I'd be a very angry person.
Good point.
I actually wanted to ask a favor. I'm always looking to improve my in-ring skills, and since you seem to be on a roll, would you watch my next match and let me know what you think?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Thanks.
And there you see the 24/7 champion checking out Carmella's match. Looks like he's seen enough.
Wait, R-Truth from behind.
2, 3.
And this one is over.
Hello? Mr. McMahon? I'm here for the meeting you requested. Made me wake up early to come down here, then you're nowhere to be found. Nice. Hello? Mr. McMahon? Anyone?
Haha, hey there, pal. Just getting a last-second workout in over here. Come on over and join me. Let's see what you're made of.
One. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
The Royal Rumble is right around the corner, but for some reason you've been unusually silent about it.
I'm still deciding what I want to do.
If you're going to be even loosely associated with us, then we need full transparency. So are you going to attempt to qualify or no?
I think it would be a mistake if I didn't.
Okay. Well, good news. I already spoke to Mandy Rose and got you in a 10-man Royal Rumble qualifying match tonight. It pays to have friends in high places.
Yes, it does.
Don't want to ruin your big night, but I have some bad news and thought you should hear it from me first.
What's going on?
Management has started drawing entry numbers for the Royal Rumble. And I found out that you drew number 2.
Damn.
I know. I tried talking to Mandy, but she couldn't change it. There's only so much power I have around here. But look, I was in the same spot in 2014.
I can't remember. Did you win?
No, but I lasted nearly 50 minutes, making it to the final 5. But you can do more. You can win. I know it. And then after that, at WrestleMania, you defeat the Universal Champion from Smackdown, and we control WWE together.
Sounds like a plan.
You're damn right it does.
After starting number 2 in the Royal Rumble, he's defied all odds, outlasting 29 other superstars to punch his ticket to WrestleMania.
You have to think he's got his sights set on SmackDown's Universal Champion.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Saxton. Let's just wait and see.
Let's hear what WWE Champion Seth Rollins has to say after his little misstep on social media.
His account was hacked.
Part of being the Monday Night Messiah is being honest with your disciples. It's that trust, that bond that gives us strength and allows us to accomplish great things. So I'm here tonight to tell the truth about why I did what I did, to show it was all for the greater good and still can be. So, I'll speak directly to our discontented brother, Messiah to man. First, let's get this out of the way. My social media account was not hacked. We did have intentions of striking you down if you chose to face me at WrestleMania. That's the truth. But full disclosure, there were other transgressions that took place before that. I told Mandy Rose that you didn't want an automatic qualifying spot in the Rumble, that you really wanted to earn it, which got you put in the 10-man qualifying match. That's the truth. And then, when you won that match, we needed another plan. So, I pulled some strings and got you the number 2 entry spot in the Rumble. And then, of course, we all know how that turned out. And how we ended up here tonight. And all of that is the truth. So now, I've bared my soul to you and shown you everything. We can still work together. We can still do great things. Win the Universal Championship at WrestleMania, and we can take over WWE like we had planned. Or you can ignore the truth, throw everything away, and take on the Monday Night Messiah and his disciples and face your destruction at our hands. Make no mistake, if you challenge us, we will finish the burial that I started. But remember, I was just trying to steer you toward the correct choice, to help you succeed. And that's what I'm doing again now. But this is it. It's your last chance. Make the right decision, honor the truth, and trust me for the greater good.
Will the Royal Rumble winner listen to the Monday Night Messiah and put this all behind them? Or will he choose to take on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania? We'll find out soon enough.
The WWE Universe heard from Seth Rollins earlier tonight, and we all want to know. Did his words have any impact on who you will face at WrestleMania?
You might be wondering why I'm holding this shovel. You see, Seth likes to speak in metaphors and talk about all sorts of things like the greater good and embracing the truth. So I figured I'd speak his language. Seth, you and your disciples tried to bury me, but you failed. And now, I'm gonna bury you at WrestleMania. That's right, I'm not changing my mind. But you know what? Why wait until WrestleMania? I'm gonna start the burial tonight by taking out your disciples in a 3-on-1 match. Actually, I forgot about the shovel. Make that 3-on-2.
As Seth Rollins' followers prepare for this 3-on-1 match against their former ally, you have to imagine their leader, the Monday Night Messiah, will be watching closely.
With the odds heavily in their favor, Seth won't be satisfied with anything other than a convincing win.
I think that's exactly what we're going to see here tonight.
From behind with that shovel.
He's not waiting for the match to start.
It's no longer 3-on-1. That shovel's an equalizer.
He's taken out weeks of built-up frustration after being held back by Seth and his group.
He said he was going to bury Seth's followers, but I didn't know he meant it literally.
I think Mustafa Ali and Austin Theory could have serious injuries.
It doesn't appear that the scheduled match will take place. Seth's crew is decimated.
Maybe, but it looks like Murphy still wants to fight.
Poor decision on his part. This guy's out for vengeance.
Nonetheless, it looks like we're now going to have a singles match. And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, Sub-Zero, Scorpion Smoke.
No other way to put it, guys. That was kind of a butt kicking.
This is what you get when you have complete confidence and control of the situation.
Seth Rollins' disciples.
Well, last we knew, they weren't medically cleared to be here.
Looks like they're going to get revenge for what was done to them on Raw with that shovel.
Never underestimate the Monday Night Messiah. We should have known he wasn't going into this match without a backup plan.
I know there's been a lot of turmoil between these men, and this is no disqualification, but this is WrestleMania. It's not supposed to end like this.
This is going to get ugly.
I can't watch.
What the hell?
What just happened?
He hit Seth with the stomp.
Could this be it? He's done it. After a shocking turn of events where former allies turned enemies became allies again, Seth Rollins has been dethroned, and we have a new WWE champion.
And more than a new champion, it looks like we have a new alliance with a new leader.
I think we just saw the birth of a new Monday Night Messiah.
And Seth Rollins can't believe it. He thought he had the match and his WWE Championship secured, but that was not the case. The new champion set out to bury him, and that is exactly what he just did.
This is a WrestleMania moment that will be remembered for a very long time.
I'm in shock. Wow. Congrats to the new champion, I guess.
Here we go in this highly anticipated WWE Championship match.
Hold on, it looks like Raw GM Mandy Rose is here.
I wonder who she's gonna side with.
Certainly not the WWE Champion after everything he's done. By the champ! 2, 3, retains the title!
Here is your winner, and still, the WWE Champion, Sub-Zero, Scorpion Smoke.
That came out of nowhere.
And an unexpectedly quick end to this match.
There's the consequences of getting caught unprepared. Just goes to show you, you gotta be on your toes at all times.
Champ.
Here is your winner, and still, the
What did you want to talk to me about?
I realize this is kind of a big ask, but I want to defend my WWE Championship against John Cena. Beating him would solidify my title reign and put me up there with some of the top champions of all time. So, any chance you can make that happen? You know, maybe give him one of those mandates to show up and face me?
Yeah, I wish it was that easy. I mean, don't you think I've already tried to get Cena to appear on Raw before? He would bring instant star power along with a guaranteed ratings boost. But the reality is he's busy with various TV and film projects and isn't interested in a return right now. So it's pretty much a lost cause. If I were you, I'd focus on something else.
I wouldn't be where I am today if I just quit anytime I was up against some adversity. I'm gonna get John Cena to come back to WWE and face me.
And how are you going to do that?
I'm gonna take a little trip down memory lane and revisit some of Cena's career highlights. Maybe that will get his attention.
So this whole Cena thing, hate to say I told you so, but you know what? I don't hate it at all. I told you so.
I know how it looks from your perspective, but I promise it's gonna work. I just need more time. And besides, I never said this would be easy.
Fine, but if you don't get at least some kind of acknowledgement soon from Cena, then I'm pulling the plug. What's your next move?
Spotlighting a major loss didn't seem to work, so I'm gonna go in the other direction.
Oh yeah, I actually got wind of your idea for this already. Trying to replicate Cena's first WWE Championship win by beating JBL? Don't think it's going to matter, but I'll make it happen. Oh, there was a potential opening with Cena, and you blew it.
I don't think it's over.
Are you crazy? He turned you down and then you insulted him? We can forget about a match. He probably won't even come back for a simple appearance now. So thanks for that.
I'm telling you, I think I struck a nerve with him. And a man like that is too proud to just let that go. Let me do one more thing to get his attention, and if this doesn't work, then I'll move on.
You've already tried one more thing 2 or 3 times.
He's gonna respect the fact that I won't give up. And then you'll get your star power and your ratings boost that you want so bad.
Ugh, what do you want to do?
I want The Undertaker.
What?
Let me explain. Cena was in the exact same position I'm in with The Undertaker a few years ago at WrestleMania. He was so desperate for a match he bought a ticket and sat in the audience waiting. When Undertaker eventually did appear, Cena lost in 5 minutes.
I remember all that. What's your point?
I want to send Cena a final message by doing what he couldn't do at WrestleMania. I want to defeat The Undertaker.
That's really pushing it, but I think I can make it happen. And if Cena sticks to his word and never answers your challenge, then at least I'll get the ratings boost I was looking for with The Undertaker.
And if Cena does change his mind, then even better.
All right. Looks like you got yourself a match against the Phenom.
That's what it takes to put the dead man down.
A monumental victory tonight for the WWE Champion over the Phenom himself, The Undertaker.
You never want to overlook an accomplishment like that, but I think the champion still has other things on his mind.
John Cena, over the past few weeks, I've done everything I can to prove to you that I'm worthy of a match, that I'm worthy of your time. I mean, I just beat The Undertaker, which is something you couldn't do. So you know what? Maybe I've been looking at this the wrong way. Maybe it's not about proving that I'm worthy of your time. Maybe you're not worth mine.
I have to agree with the WWE Champion here. It's time to move on from this whole John Cena thing.
Wait a second.
It's John Cena! The face of WWE has come home!
I can't believe it. After weeks of unanswered challenges, and then Cena himself saying it wasn't going to happen, the WWE Champion has gotten John Cena to return to Monday Night Raw.
And there you have it. Cena is back for one thing, the WWE Championship.
Hey, this is a matchup that no one thought we'd ever see. And now it looks like it's happening.
This is going to be one for the ages.
Looks like the champ is going to retain. And the champ retains.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Champion, Sub-Zero, Scorpion Smoke.
This was as dominant a win as I've ever seen, guys.
Never a doubt, barely a moment's suspense. This one was about as lopsided as they come. That's it. The champ stays the champ.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Champion, Sub-Zero.
Look who it is, SmackDown's newest superstar.
SmackDown is lucky to have this addition to its roster.
We'll see how he fares here, but I think he has the chance to do big things.
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. I know you've had some success here on SmackDown, but I have some constructive criticism if you're mature enough to handle it.
I'd like to think I am. What is it?
I found some holes in your game. Several, in fact. And if you don't repair those holes, they'll get bigger, and you'll never make it to the next level.
Really?
Yes, really. You can ignore what I'm saying and accept mediocrity, or you can take my advice, train hard, and better yourself.
I don't know. What do you get out of all this?
Other than the satisfaction of helping someone become the best version of themselves? Potentially a tag team partner. But only if you accept my help and address your weaknesses. I can make a slideshow if it'll help make this any clearer.
I don't think that will be necessary.
Okay, so what's your answer? Do you want my help or no?
I want to be the best I can be. So let's do this.
Great. I'm going to run you through an intense program of challenges that will pinpoint and correct each of your weaknesses. First up, your toughness. From what I've seen, it's lacking.
Agree to disagree.
No, agree to agree. To fix this deficiency, I want you to go start a fight with Riddle and win. Got it?
All right.
I saw what you did against Riddle. Could have been worse.
I took down one of the toughest guys on the roster, and that's all you can say?
It was a step in the right direction, but you have more leaks in your boat to repair if you want to be the best version of yourself.
Okay, so what leak are we fixing next?
I see holes in your submission game. Prove me wrong in a submission match. And I'll be out there watching in person, so no shortcuts. Because...
Shortcuts are bad?
No, we've been over this. If you take shortcuts, you get cut short. Now come on, start paying attention and don't let me down. Nice win in the submission match last week. But when I was out there, I noticed you rely on reversals way too much. That's a hole in your game I didn't even know existed. You're turning out to be a bigger project than I thought.
You're not giving up on me, are you?
No, never. It's just going to take more work than anticipated. First, let's nip this reversal issue in the bud. In your next match, you're not allowed to use any reversals. Got it?
Yep, and no shortcuts, because if you take shortcuts, you get cut short.
There just might be hope for you after all. You're progressing nicely with your training, but we still have more to fix.
Okay. What's next, coach?
We've talked a lot about shortcuts, and one of the ultimate shortcuts in sports entertainment is top rope maneuvers. You might remember my presentations on the risks these moves involve and my support of the no-fly zone.
Of course. How could I forget the NFZ?
Abbreviations are verbal shortcuts.
Oh, right. Sorry.
So your next match will be contested under no-fly zone rules for both you and your opponent. Let's see if your ground game... I have some bad news. You failed the Drew Gulak training program.
What do you mean? I did everything you told me to do. I passed all your tests.
Sorry, you just don't have what it takes. There were too many holes to fix and not enough time. I'll need to look elsewhere for a partner.
No, I will not accept this. I'm light years better than I was when we started training together, and you know it.
Okay. You passed your final test. Good job.
Huh?
Your last weakness was perseverance, but you just refused to accept failure. You're now truly ready to be my partner. Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
All right, now that the easy part is over, let's get to work. We have our first match teaming together next week. If you apply everything you learned, we'll be holding tag team gold in no time. Go celebrate for a few minutes, then we'll start breaking down film on our opponents. This is going to be fun.
Drew Gulak and his partner look like quite the team here tonight.
I was curious to see how they'd work together, and they didn't disappoint.
What was that? Drew Gulak
partner. Well, apparently that's the first and last time we'll see these two team up.
Unbelievable.
Drew, you trained with your partner for weeks and finally teamed together tonight for the first time, but then, for some reason, you attacked him after the match. Can you explain why?
I'd be happy to. You see, when we were training together, everything was so easy for him, okay? No matter what test or challenge I threw at him, he passed with flying colors. And the whole time he had this attitude about it, almost like he was doing me the favor instead of the other way around. And then, when we finally teamed together, he just had to get the win, right? It was his way of trying to one-up me, because he thinks he's so great. Well, I've got news for him. He's not, and I'll prove it. Because he thought he passed all the tests, well, he didn't. I'm the final test, and this time, he's going to fail.
So, you're challenging him to a match?
Yes, but not just any match. I want to see if he actually learned anything. So I'm proposing a match with no shortcuts allowed, which means no running, no escaping the ring, and no top rope moves. Now we'll find out who's got holes in their game and who doesn't.
Drew Gulak with the Irish whip on his former student.
Wait, was that legal in this match?
He tripped over the ropes.
And with the referee down, Gulak is showing you exactly the kind of man he is, breaking the rules that he proposed.
Yeah, he's showing you that he's intelligent and an opportunist. The no-fly zone has been temporarily lifted.
Leaving the ring, another rule violation.
And then into the steel steps. Drew Gulak is completely taking advantage of this situation. He has no integrity.
This is ridiculous.
And of course, just as the referee recovers, Gulak initiates a side headlock.
What's wrong with that? It's perfectly legal.
Yeah, after he broke 3 other rules.
You guys are nerds.
That could finish Drew off.
Finally got him. I can't believe this match is finally over.
Here is your winner, Sub-Zero.
I know you and I have mostly been doing our own thing on SmackDown, but I think it's time for that to change.
Why is that?
Because we have a special bond from training together at the PC. Even though we weren't always on the same page, that bond is still there. It means something.
Just tell me what you want.
What I want is the Intercontinental Championship. And I want you to help me get it. I already have my old buddy Nakamura here, and there's power in numbers. If you'll join us.
Okay, I'm willing to give this a shot. What's your plan?
I've already had a couple matches, but he's always found a way to escape with his championship. So with our help, you're going to beat him, then give me a title match. Deal?
So how about tonight I get his attention? He has a match scheduled, but I'll make sure he never makes it to the ring.
I like it. See? I have a feeling this is gonna work out just fine.
What's happening here?
He's ambushing Big E. That's what's happening.
He's not even scheduled to face Big E tonight. Somebody needs to get out here and put an end to this. With the help of his running mates, Paragon, Jay Pearson, Shinsuke Nakamura, we have a new Intercontinental Champion.
I think Big E might have gotten in over his head taking on this new group. He was able to fend off Paragon for a while, but this was just too much tonight.
I'd like to see how Big E does in a fair one-on-one match with no outside involvement. Then we'll talk.
I know you just won your match, so I'm not sure if you've heard the latest on Big E and Paragon.
What's going on?
Well, after Big E beat Paragon, they got into a fight backstage, and he was injured. He can't compete tonight or anytime soon.
Okay, so just make me king.
That's not an option. I do have another plan, though, but you're not gonna like it.
Are you giving the spot to Paragon?
No, that wouldn't be fair. I have someone else in mind, someone who's a future Hall of Famer but has never been king of the ring. The Viper, Randy Orton.
What? I've been competing in this tournament since the beginning and already wrestled tonight, and Orton gets to just step in fresh and face me? And you want to talk about fair?
Hey, I said you weren't going to like it, but my job is to make sure this tournament ends in the ring. If I were you, I'd go get all the rest you can.
Somehow, Orton is down.
He's done it! Despite having to compete twice in one night and then face a completely rested Randy Orton, he overcame the odds and is now the new king of the ring.
Yeah, Randy Orton thought this was his golden opportunity to capture the one accolade that's evaded him throughout his career, but it just wasn't his night.
Without a doubt, this is a career-defining moment for this superstar.
All hail the new king.
Hey, did you hear about Jimmy Uso's injury?
Yeah, I did. Feel bad for the guy.
Now his wife Naomi needs a new partner in the Mixed Match Challenge tournament. As a reminder, the winners get to be co-GMs of Smackdown for one night. So are you interested in taking his place?
GM for the night? Yeah, I'm in.
All right, I'll make it official. And you should probably go talk to your new partner when you get a chance.
What's up, new partner?
So you heard, huh?
Yep. I was pretty bummed when Jimmy went down, but we can still make the best out of a bad situation.
Where are we at in the standings? I haven't been following the Mixed Match Challenge too closely.
Seriously? Come on, man. There's no time to play catch-up. The playoffs are about to start, and we gotta face Miz and Maurice.
Okay. I got it.
You better not screw this up for me. I have big plans for when I'm GM for the night.
I want to be GM too, so don't worry. I'll hold up my end of the deal.
Well, they were a patchwork team after Jimmy Uso was injured, but gelled enough to cruise through the playoffs and take tonight's final.
Let's not forget what's really important here. The winners of the Mixed Match Challenge get to be GMs of Smackdown for one night. That's quite the reward, assuming it's put to good use.
I have no doubt they'll do just that. Congrats again to the winning pair.
We did it!
Well, technically, I did it.
Seriously?
Relax, I'm kidding. We did this as a team.
Yeah, we may have been a last-minute thrown-together pairing, but it worked out okay.
So as GM of SmackDown, I know I'm gonna give myself a Universal title match against Roman Reigns. But what are you gonna do? Have a glow-in-the-dark match or something?
Funny, no. I'm going to get my SmackDown Women's title back. It's been too long since I've held gold, so thanks for helping me make it possible. And good luck against Roman. He's family, but I won't be mad if you're able to beat him.
So this is it then, huh?
Nah, I'll be seeing you around. Thanks again. I'm gonna go call Jimmy.
And now the challenger looks to take control of Roman Reigns in this Universal Championship match.
Yeah, a match he made himself.
Really earned it.
Wait a second. That's Jimmy Uso. He's been out for weeks with an injury.
I'm guessing he's not here to congratulate his wife's replacement partner on winning the Mixed Match Challenge.
If things had gone differently, this could have been Uso's championship opportunity tonight.
Look out. Roman Reigns.
Superman punch!
It's all over.
Roman Reigns has managed to hold on to his Universal Championship.
Yeah, with a major assist from his cousin.
SmackDown's GM for the night had everything lined up perfectly, but it all changed in an instant due to the returning Jimmy Uso.
No matter what kind of temporary authority he has, it wasn't enough to survive a distraction and a Superman punch. I'm sure both of these men are going to have a lot to discuss with each other and Naomi.
After what was an exhausting match, we have a new Money in the Bank briefcase winner.
Walking away with that briefcase is never an easy task, especially considering some of the men he had to outlast tonight to get it.
Now the real questions start. How and when will he decide to cash it in? I'm sure our Universal Champion Roman Reigns will be eager to find out.
If that match does occur, I can't wait to see it.
It's only been a couple of hours since I won this briefcase, and I've already gotten a lot of questions. When are you going to cash it in? What championship are you going to go for? Will it be a surprise? So I'm going to cut to the chase and give you all the answers. Since day one, I wanted a shot at Roman Reigns and his Universal Championship. And now that I have this, I can make that a reality. So Roman, I'm not going to hold on to this for a long time or try to cash in when you're not expecting it. I'm challenging you to face me in the ring on Smackdown for your Universal Championship. I'll be waiting for your answer.
Is that Kevin Owens music?
We haven't seen him in months.
He's got his Money in the Bank briefcase from last year's event.
Owens nails the current briefcase holder with his briefcase. What the heck is happening?
I think he's cashing in. We're going to have a triple threat match.
But 2 Money in the Bank briefcases? How is this legal?
Stunner!
1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens has shot the WWE Universe and stolen the Universal Championship.
He didn't steal anything. He just outsmarted everyone in the arena.
Well, it certainly looks like Roman Reigns feels like his championship was stolen.
Yeah, and the challenger probably feels the same way. He had hit his finisher on Reigns and was moments away from becoming champion himself.
None of that matters now. What's important is we have a new Universal Champion, and that man's name is Kevin Owens.
You want to explain what the hell you're going to do about all this?
Look, I get you're upset, but unfortunately, what KO did was technically legal.
I thought you only had a year to cash in. I had the new briefcase. Clearly, it was over a year.
I know, and normally that is true, but KO was injured for a while and was able to use that time to extend his cash-in window past the 1-year mark. We're going to tie up that loophole for the future, but it's too late to change what KO did.
So you're not going to do anything to fix this? My Universal title shot is just gone.
Not necessarily. To make this up to you, I'm putting you in a rematch against Roman Reigns. Whoever wins will face Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship. That work?
Sounds like I don't have a choice. So I guess it will have to.
Universal title challenger is taking it to Kevin Owens.
I know KO interrupted his match earlier, but this is ridiculous. Owens was out here to face Paragon, not get ambushed.
We can have a new champion. 2, 3. He's done it. He's defeated Kevin Owens to become the new Universal Champion.
It was a difficult path to get here, but certainly worth the reward.
Let's not overlook the fact that Roman Reigns played a role in all this and was still never pinned for that title. I have a feeling this is far from settled.
Sami Zayn.
I can't wait to see them finally settle their issues over the Universal Championship alongside KO in that huge triple threat match.
It looks like they might get started early right now.
And the Tribal Chief just brushed aside the Universal Champion.
We'll see if that lack of respect serves to motivate the champ.
Triple threat match.
There were a lot of questions about our champion, but he just answered every one of them.
I know I was one of those who had doubts, but this performance was truly impressive.
Saw your little back and forth with Edge on social media, and it gave me an idea. I think the two of you would have an amazing match. So if you can defeat Sheamus tonight, then your next Universal Championship defense will be against Edge.
So your buddy just posts that he wants a Universal title match, and boom, he gets one. I know you helped train Edge for his comeback, and in return, he got you the GM job, but I didn't realize that meant you had to do whatever he wanted, whenever he asked. Funny, I had it all wrong. I guess he's your daddy.
Look, as far as Edge goes, it's no secret that we've helped each other out. But this has nothing to do with that. He's earned this opportunity, and like I said, I think it'd be a great match.
Okay, keep telling yourself all that to justify what you're doing.
If I were you, I'd focus on taking care of Sheamus first, or none of this will even matter.
Don't worry, I'll handle my business with Sheamus, and you'll get your little dream match. Then, I'll beat your BFF too. I took care of Sheamus like I said I would, and now your boy has his title match. Happy?
Actually, I am. Like I said, I think it's going to be a great match and something the Smackdown audience will really enjoy.
Yeah, definitely. This has nothing to do with the fact that you wouldn't have your job if it wasn't for Edge. I mean, what else would you do if he asked? You might as well just cut out the middleman and make Edge GM. He's already calling all the shots.
I'll say it one more time. This is about giving the WWE Universe the best available match. Nothing else. Don't push me on this.
Okay, if that's what it's all about, then why make the WWE Universe wait to see me face Edge? We should just give it to them tonight, right? Because that would be yet another totally fair and unbiased decision for you to make.
You know what? Finally, I agree with you. Go get some rest, because you're going to defend your Universal title again tonight against Edge.
Are you serious? I was just trying to make a point.
And I just made mine. I told you not to push me on this, but you didn't listen. Now go get ready for your match.
The Universal Champion and Edge are going back and forth here in this huge title match.
The referee goes down.
And now Edge is taken out too.
The Universal Champion known for bending the rules. Will he take advantage?
There's your answer.
He's competed twice tonight. He's just evening up the odds.
And it's our GM, Adam Pearce.
Of course he's out here to help his friend Edge. That's the only reason Edge got this opportunity in the first place.
He's just trying to restore some order to the match.
Wait a second.
Spear. Edge nails the champion with the spear.
The referee's still down.
Adam Pearce is going to count the pin.
He did it. Overcoming adversity yet again. Edge is the new Universal Champion.
Unbelievable. Let's not gloss over the real story here. The general manager of Smackdown just abused his power to help his friends steal the Universal Championship.
I'm not so sure about that, but I will admit this victory did occur with some level of controversy.
If I know our now former champion like I think I do, he's not going to sit back and accept this without putting up a fight.
Look, I could just approach this like some kind of farewell tour. A chance to show my girls what their dad looks like with a championship around his waist. A chance to stroke my own ego one more time, and a chance to remind all of you of a different era when this sort of thing was typical, almost expected. But I'm here to say that's exactly not what I'm gonna do. I've heard all the critics, like the former champion himself, that I was handed this Universal Championship. That somehow, because of my friendship with the GM, that I got special treatment, and this was basically gifted to me. So with that in mind, I'm gonna do everything in my power, even if it ends up costing me this very title, to prove the critics wrong. I'm gonna be a fighting champion and earn everything I get. I'm gonna do that by issuing an open challenge to anyone in that locker room to face me for this championship. And the open challenge begins right now. So who's ready to come out and face me? Come on, let's see what this locker room is made of.
What's going on here?
That's what's going on. The former Universal Champion appears to have cut to the front of the line.
Not what you were expecting, huh, Edge? Well, I wasn't expecting to lose my Universal Championship after your BFF here conspired to have me compete twice in one night, interfered in the match, and then pretended to be a referee and illegally counted the pin, basically handing you the title himself. But special treatment is the only kind of treatment you've received since you came back to WWE, isn't it?
I don't know what you're doing, but leave Adam out of this.
No, you don't get to talk now. This is my time. Like I was saying, the special treatment started when you just waltzed into the Royal Rumble after being gone for 8 years. No qualifying match needed. Then there were the WrestleMania matches, the WWE Network specials, all the TV time you took from superstars like myself. But worst of all, you were so insecure that you couldn't hang with today's generation that you had Adam Pearce hired as GM to give you the easiest possible path to success. And it worked!
What do you want?
I want to put an end to all of this. And I want my title back. So give me a rematch on my terms, or I'll take out your buddy here. Well, worse than I already have.
Fine. I'll take you on whenever and however you want. Just let him go.
Smart decision. Now run back to your BFF.
At least it looks like this is over with for now.
Adam Pearce is waylaid with the chair.
This is crossing the line.
Here comes Edge.
That just showed you exactly the type of person the former Universal Champion is. As soon as Edge was going to confront him face to face, he ran away as fast as he could.
That might be true, but the damage was done. He got what he wanted here tonight.
The champion's eyes look glazed over.
He has defeated Edge and regained the Universal title.
This victory also means he's not going anywhere. In fact, I have a feeling he'll be dominating SmackDown for a very long time.
As scary as that sounds, I think you're right, Corey. The SmackDown roster has officially been put on notice.
Wait a second. You gotta be kidding me. Is this what I think it is?
We saw him invoke Eddie Guerrero's name on social media, and Rey Mysterio was not pleased, but this is way worse.
Yeah, this must be what he meant when he said he was going to visit the WWE archives. What a disgrace.
And coming out here in Eddie's lowrider wasn't enough. Now he's copying his mannerisms. This is pathetic.
I know we're supposed to be impartial, but I hope Rey Mysterio, or anyone for that matter, makes him pay for this.
Well, he's certainly going to get under the skin of Mysterio even further than he already has. We'll have to see how that plays out. This could motivate Rey and completely backfire on him.
Hey, I'm with Byron. I hope that's exactly what happens.
I can't watch any more of this.
This man has done some vile things, but stealing Eddie Guerrero's lowrider to taunt Rey Mysterio might just be the worst.
Mysterio from behind!
He's not going to let him disrespect Eddie any further.
Mysterio ducks in right into the lowrider.
That'll hurt.
Rey's setting up for something big.
Bulldog off Eddie's car.
He just hit hard on the pavement.
We might need some help back here.
It's Eddie Guerrero.
Latino heat gonna make him pay for everything he's done.
Guerrero with the brainbuster.
I don't know how much more he can take.
Guys, what's Eddie doing?
He's on top of the ambulance.
Guerrero with the frog splash.
What a convincing statement made here tonight by Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, it was almost as if he was channeling his friend Eddie Guerrero in this fight.
There was no way Rey was going to let this level of disrespect fly.
Hopefully that's the last time we see Eddie or his lowrider dragged into this. Look out from behind. Sheamus just blindsided King Corbin's scheduled opponent.
This is broken out into a battle of kings.
And only one king is going to bend the knee.
Riddle reverses.
Thrown asleep.
And now Riddle with a German suplex.
Wait, is that Goldberg?
Spear! Spear!
What the hell is happening?
I have no idea.
And Goldberg nails Riddle with a jackhammer.
I'm trying to process what happened here. Riddle looked to be on his way to potentially winning the Intercontinental Championship, and then Goldberg came out of nowhere, leading to a no contest.
I'm with you, Byron. This was completely unexpected.
It doesn't look like it was a surprise to the champion.
Goldberg and Riddle do have some history with each other. Maybe that led to the champion giving Goldberg the opportunity to finally get some payback here tonight.
We'll have to wait to find out how and why this all transpired. But in the meantime, the Intercontinental Champion will be leaving here tonight with his gold intact.
Get ready for the world premiere of Elias's brand new song.
Hello, I am Elias, and I am the man who...
Where did he come from? I don't know, but thank you.
These two had an issue on social media about this song. That must be what this is all about.
You want to write stupid songs about me, huh? This is what happens. No one's ever gonna hear it now. I'm shutting you up for good. You're never going to sing again.
It's one thing to take issue with a song lyric, but that crossed the line.
I agree, Michael.
Maybe you're right, but hey, at least we didn't have to hear Elias sing.
Yeah, we might not again for quite some time.
I don't think I've had the chance to tell you this, but I actually see a lot of potential in you. In fact, you kind of remind me of myself. Highly athletic, super likable, Intercontinental Champion, well, former in my case. You just need that extra push to get you to the next level.
Thanks.
No problem. And in fact, since we're so compatible, I think I could actually help you make that leap. So what do you say?
I wasn't really looking for help, but I guess I'm willing to give it a shot.
Great. From now on, I'll be at ringside for all your matches to assist you as needed.
Okay, but I really just want you out there in a coach type role. Nothing hands-on, if you know what I mean.
Of course, say no more. Totally understand. I really feel like this is the start of something special. See you out there.
He's going for the pin here, wraps the arm. Referee in position. Hey!
He just put his foot on the bottom row.
And the official never saw it.
That was amazing! I mean, I thought you were talented before, but seeing you up close made me realize just how special you really are.
Yeah, that was a nice win. But what was up with you breaking up that pin? I thought we had an agreement that you were just out there to observe, nothing hands-on. That was blatant cheating.
Whoa, whoa, no need to throw around the C word like that. Look, I only did what I did as a last resort. You were going to lose your Intercontinental Championship. And besides, you would have done the exact same thing. We're pretty much the same person, remember?
I'm starting to have my doubts about that. And what you did wasn't necessary. I was going to kick out.
We can go back and watch a tape. I'm not so sure you had things under control.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure I can trust you.
Where is this coming from? You won the match and you're still champion. We have a good thing going. Don't ruin it. And I promise I have nothing but the best intentions for you.
I don't know.
Look, I have an idea how we can erase your doubts and help strengthen our bond a bit. Next week, we're gonna team up together. Okay? Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Another huge win. See? What did I tell you from the beginning? When we're working together, no one can stop us.
That was definitely a nice win. But there was one thing that bothered me.
Here we go again. Now what?
Well, it just seemed like you were insisting on getting the win out there. It just made me think like maybe this isn't so much about helping me as it is about advancing your own career.
Maybe I got caught up in the moment, but it's a tag team match. Emphasis on team. It doesn't matter who wins as long as we win, right?
Yeah, no, you're right, I guess.
Anyway, enough about that. I've got something super cool lined up for you next week. Part of you reaching the next level is being able to beat opponents you're not familiar with. So that's why I got this mask guy, El Ordinario, coming in to face you. He can really go from what I've heard, so make sure you bring your A game.
Okay, sounds interesting.
Oh, and there's one other thing. I can't believe I almost forgot to tell you this. I'm actually getting my wisdom teeth out next week, so I won't be out there in your corner. You'll have to face Ordinario on your own, but don't worry, you'll be fine.
Sure, right. This isn't weird at all.
Weird? It's a totally normal sequence of events. You got this.
Well, now I'm very confused. Who's under the mask?
It's El Ordinario. I told you not to question Sami Zayn's honesty, Saxton.
Hey, big win over El Ordinario. You really stepped up and answered the challenge.
Thanks, but I thought you weren't going to be here this week. What happened with your wisdom teeth?
Oh, I actually recovered much quicker than I thought I would, and decided last minute to come support you. I barely made it in time, which is why I came out in the middle of the match. I know you haven't approved of all my methods, so I hope that was okay.
No, it was. And if we're being honest, I actually have something to tell you. I kind of thought maybe this whole thing with the unknown opponent and your wisdom teeth seemed a little shady. And this is crazy, but I thought you were going to be under the mask.
Oh. Really?
It just got me thinking that this was all some big scheme to try to take my Intercontinental title, and now I feel terrible. I never really gave you a fair chance.
No, it's okay, and don't feel bad. I've definitely done some shady things before, so I can see why you'd think all that.
Sorry.
Stop, it's okay. Let's just get past this, all right? I'll be back in your corner next week, and we'll pretend like nothing ever happened. You've got enough to worry about with defending your title, and you don't need any other distractions.
Okay, thanks. You're right. Sounds good.
Yet another successful title defense for the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, I have to give credit to Sami Zayn. It's no coincidence the IC champ has been on a roll since he aligned with Sami.
What the heck?
What was that all about? I have no idea.
Why should I be a good person and try to help you if you won't even give me a chance, huh? Answer me. There's no point to any of this. From now on, I'll just be what you and everyone else thinks I am. A shady liar, a cheat, and the man who is going to take your title.
Wow. In a matter of seconds, everything just changed for the Intercontinental Champion.
Did I say the champion was on a roll with Sami? Yeah, I meant collision course.
Champ's got it. And the champ stands tall once again.
Here is your winner.
I have an interesting offer for you, if you'll just hear me out.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
As you know, Bobby Lashley and I are WWE's top power couple. And after careful consideration, we've decided to expand our influence by becoming a power trio.
A power trio, huh? And you're considering me?
Yes, and don't get any ideas about the two of us. Your role would be strictly business. My relationship with Bobby outside the ring is rock solid. It's simply a way for the three of us to team up and use our combined talents to get ahead in WWE.
And you want to answer right now?
Yes. There's no room for indecisiveness in this situation. We want someone on our side who knows what they want.
You know what? I've been looking for a change of pace. So what the hell? Why not?
All right, our power trio is complete. Okay, the plan is to ease into things by working on our chemistry together. So you're going to team up with Bobby with me in your corner, and we'll see how that goes.
Sure, let's do this.
And there you see the newest addition to NXT's roster making their way into the arena.
If you ask me, I think he's going to do big things here. Well, nobody asked you, but I have to agree. This guy is the definition of superstar.
Hold on, Cameron Grimes isn't waiting for the match to start.
Grimes' opponent insulted him on social media. What do you expect?
This is an overreaction, to say the least. Cameron Grimes with the cave-in.
Grimes hits the referee.
That's on the referee. He needs to be more aware when Grimes is about to send his opponent to the moon.
Well, now it looks like Cameron Grimes is going to send his opponent a message with a baseball bat.
It's Jeff Hardy. The charismatic enigma is here in NXT.
But why? It appears he's trying to encourage his former student to take the high road here.
What the heck? What was that all about?
Now that's more like it.
And Cameron Grimes picks up the win thanks to the shocking actions from his so-called mentor, Jeff Hardy.
Hey, you may not like how it went down, but at the end of the day, Jeff Hardy and Cameron Grimes are like family. And that means Hardy's going to help Grimes get ahead in WWE, no matter what that entails.
That's fine, but be upfront about it. Hardy was chastising Cameron Grimes on social media for using tactics like this, and then he turns around and does the same thing.
Hopefully we'll get some kind of explanation from the charismatic enigma before long.
You've seemed a bit off lately. What's going on?
It's just some family stuff. I don't really want to get into it.
Dealing with that is sometimes way harder than anything you face in the ring.
I hear you. Hey, actually, I need a partner for a tag match. Would you be willing to team up with me? Might be a good way to get my mind off of everything.
Yeah, I guess I could do it.
Gracias. Any kind of strategy you want to discuss before we team up?
All I care about is trying to get you the win. Maybe that will help break you out of your funk.
That's not necessary, but I appreciate it.
Anything for you, partner.
I know we got the win out there tonight, but I apologize. I was definitely not on top of my game.
I could tell. I know you said you didn't want to talk about your family stuff, but what the heck is going on?
All right. You have to promise not to tell anyone else about it. Deal?
Yeah, I promise.
So my father has been in touch with me lately.
I thought you were on speaking terms.
We weren't, but since I made it to NXT, he's been contacting me all the time.
So why is that a bad thing?
Because I haven't been honest with you or anyone else about my background or who my dad is. The truth is, I do come from a famous Mexican wrestling family. My father is El Mago Sr.
Wait, I'm confused. What about that wrestler El Mago Jr.? Is he your brother? And why hide all this in the first place?
Let me explain. When I first decided to get into wrestling, I wanted to carry on my father's name and become El Mago Jr. But my dad didn't think I had what it took to make it and decided to sell the name to the guy who's now El Mago Jr. It really hurt that he put his faith in some stranger instead of his own son. Ever since then, I've been determined to make it on my own without my father's help or namesake.
Wow. Well, I guess that explains why you wanted nothing to do with his retirement show a while back.
Exactly. And I was fine just doing my own thing, but now that I've had some success and made it to NXT, my father suddenly wants me to be El Mago Jr.
Interesting timing.
Yeah. And worse, he's even convinced NXT management it's a good idea. This is the last thing I ever wanted. My father should have no part of my success when he never once believed in me before this.
Okay. I think I know how you can get rid of this problem.
Like, as in, get rid of my father? I don't think I could do that.
What? No. We just have to take away the prestige of the El Mago name by exposing El Mago Jr. and in turn your dad as frauds. Then, this will all go away.
How do we do that?
Just follow my lead. In the meantime, we should continue competing on NXT like nothing's up. Before we get to the unmasking, we have something else to reveal. El Mago Jr. isn't who you've been told he is. He is not El Mago's son, and we can prove it now. Doesn't look like he's from around here, huh? That's because El Mago Sr. hired him to play the role. It was all a scheme to capitalize on his own notoriety, to lie to you, and steal your hard-earned money. Let him go. He's already brought enough shame upon himself. No need to unmask him and pile on. But if these fine people here want to let him know he's a fraud, I'd be okay with that. Fraude, fraude, fraude. What are you doing here? Did you get signed to NXT?
No, not yet. But I hope that changes after tonight. I have a non-televised match to show management what they're missing out on. And I was hoping I could face you.
Okay, I'll do it.
Great. So, how do we want to approach this?
I'm not gonna let you win or anything like that, but I'll do my best to help you look good by having an entertaining match. That work for you?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. But what if you let me hit my finisher? You know, really show the bosses what I'm all about.
Chase.
Fine, forget I said it. But what about a signature move? Would that be all right?
Chase.
if you haven't already heard, the NXT Breakout Tournament is right around the corner. This year, it's open to NXT and NXT UK superstars who've never received an NXT title opportunity, which means you're eligible.
What does the winner get?
Confident one, are we? The winner will earn a championship match of their choice at NXT TakeOver. So, are you interested in participating?
This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. I'm in.
All right. Good luck.
So I guess we stand in each other's way of making it to the finals?
Yeah, looks that way.
Who would have thought after all our battles at the PC we'd be facing each other again with so much on the line?
I saw how talented you were at the PC, so I'm not surprised. But I want you to know that even though we respect each other, I'm not gonna take it easy on you. I want this title opportunity more than anything.
I feel the same way. So may the best man win.
These two men are giving it their all with so much at stake in this NXT Breakout Tournament.
Irish whip.
And the referee got caught sleeping. Now we're really going to find out who wants to advance.
Wait a second, we've got company. It's Joaquin Wilde.
Yeah, and he brought a guest of his own in the form of a kendo stick.
Wilde's taking out his frustration after losing in the tournament last week.
Hector Flores has no idea what just happened.
And now Hector's going up top to capitalize.
This could do it.
And down with the frog splash.
1, 2, 3. And Flores secures the victory, advancing to the finals of the NXT Breakout Tournament.
After what Wilde did tonight, I think their issue is far from over.
Yeah, Joaquin Wilde just cost him a potential championship opportunity at NXT TakeOver. That's not going to sit well with anybody.
I think Hector just realized what occurred, and he's not too happy about it.
Too bad. Take the win and move on.
This superstar looks determined tonight.
Whoa, from behind.
They're going to settle this right now. Up across the shoulders.
Savage.
I'm not sure if you've heard, but Finn Balor is now the longest reigning NXT champion of all time.
Yeah, I know. And it's not hard to be a record-breaking champion when your contract says all your title defenses must have a 5-minute time limit. But remind me again who allowed that to happen.
I regret letting that slip through the cracks, but I'm trying to fix it, which is why I wanted to talk to you.
Are you giving me an NXT title opportunity?
I wouldn't say giving. Because of Finn's unique time limit stipulation, I'll only choose his next challenger if they can first prove that they can beat another top opponent in under 5 minutes.
Sort of like a tryout match, huh?
Something like that. So, what do you think? Do you want to give this a shot or no?
Someone.
Splendid. I'll line up your opponent for the 5-minute trial run. Let's see what you can do.
I thought with Finn's time limit stipulation that no one would ever dethrone him, but clearly I was wrong.
You are looking at the new Prince of NXT.
Let's hear what our brand new NXT champion has to say.
I stand here before you tonight as proof that a lot can happen in 5 minutes. That's all the time it took from my life and the course of NXT history to be changed forever. And whether you like me or not, I can promise you one thing. You're gonna get a whole lot more than 5 minutes of me.
Hold on.
We know what this means.
We thought we were about to see Demon Finn Balor, but what is this?
It appears to be some kind of demon spawn, for lack of a better term.
Whatever it is, it can't be good for the NXT champion.
And these demon minions are swarming the champion.
They're tearing him to pieces.
This was clearly a message from Finn Balor that their issue is far from over.
And there he is, the demon himself, Finn Balor, here to survey the damage that his minions delivered.
And those minions just scattered. Like, even they were afraid of the demon. I've never seen anything like this.
Our NXT champion thought he conquered Finn Balor, thought that he had dethroned the Prince, but now he's dealing with an entirely different beast.
That's right, Corey. And from what we just witnessed, I think we might be looking at a very short NXT championship reign.
I apologize, but I'm about to tell you about your first NXT title defense before I've even had the chance to formally congratulate you on becoming champion. It's not ideal.
Let me guess. I'm facing Demon Finn Balor.
Yes, if his coordinated attack on you wasn't clear enough, he's demanding a no disqualification rematch against you at NXT TakeOver. And before you say anything, he did indeed have a rematch clause where he got to pick the stipulation, and I'm fully aware of the missteps we made with his contract.
Well, as long as you know it.
I can offer some advice if you'll take it. If you want your title reign to last longer than one match, I suggest you go and speak to the only man who ever defeated the Demon, Samoa Joe.
Thanks for agreeing to meet with me.
You came to my show. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, either way, I'm not going to waste your time with small talk. I'm here because I want to know how to defeat Demon Finn Balor, and you're the only man who's ever done it.
I figured that's what this was all about. You know, not a day goes by where I don't think about how I nailed that painted up freak with a muscle buster and then pinned him in the ring. 1, 2, 3.
It sounds like it really made an impact on you.
No, not really. It just seemed like you were hoping for that kind of vibe. I really haven't thought about it too much since it happened.
Okay, so then do you at least have any advice on how I could take him down?
I have an idea, but first, I want a favor from you in return. I've been battling Braun Strowman for a while. It could gain a bit of an edge if you help me out.
And how would I do that?
Braun's got a match tonight. Jump him on his entrance. If it was me doing it, he'd be ready, but he'll never expect it coming from you.
I'll do it. Whatever risk I take going after Braun is worth any advantage I can gain against Finn.
All right. I'll be watching.
What the heck? What's he doing here?
More importantly, what's he doing attacking Braun Strowman? Is he insane?
We have an NXT superstar attacking the monster among men on Raw. All hell is broken loose.
I can't believe you actually did it. That took some major guts, which you'll also need to take down Demon Finn.
So, what can I do that will help secure the win? Is there something about the muscle buster that targeted some unknown weakness? Or do I need to find my inner demon to counter his?
No, none of that. You took out Braun, so I'll return the favor and take out Finn in your title match.
That's it?
That's it.
I guess I was expecting something deeper or a little more unexpected.
Do you want my help or no?
I'll do whatever it takes to beat the demon and hold on to my championship. So yeah, I'll take your help.
All right. When it's go time and you see me coming, just stay out of the way, and I'll take care of the rest.
Understood.
The demon reverses.
Sling blade.
The NXT Champion's reign could be coming to an end after only one match.
Setting up for the coup de grace.
It's Samoa Joe.
What's he doing here?
Joe's setting up for a muscle buster, the only move that's ever defeated the Demon.
And he nails it! We're going to see history repeat itself!
What the hell? It's Braun Strowman!
The monster among men is here!
This is payback for what the NXT champion did to Braun on Raw!
Running power slam!
It looked like the NXT champion was going to escape with his title thanks to Samoa Joe, but now all hell has broken loose.
Yeah, now it seems that neither Joe or Braun will play a role in the outcome of this match.
If the champion's gonna defeat the Demon, he's gonna have to do it on his own.
Looking for the victory! 2 count. The Demon has been vanquished for just the second time ever.
Talk about rising to the occasion here at TakeOver. Our NXT champion truly solidified himself as the leader of the black and yellow brand.
He faced long odds tonight, but our champion did everything it took to survive another day.
We've been waiting all week to hear this major announcement from the NXT champion, so let's find out what he has to say.
There's been a lot of rumors and innuendo going around social media the past few weeks, so I'm here tonight to set the record straight. My big announcement is that everything you read is true. I was, in fact, romantically involved with Candice LeRae before she married Johnny Gargano. That's right, she was mine before she was his. It all started in 2015 when Johnny Gargano had just signed with NXT. He put every ounce of his time and energy into making it here and becoming the Johnny Wrestling that you know today. But to achieve all that, he ended up spending more time with his tag partner, Tommaso Ciampa, than his romantic partner, Candice LeRae. Candice was lonely, and things got worse when her boyfriend didn't have the guts to ask NXT management to consider signing her too. She started to think that maybe he was intentionally holding her back, scared that if she got a chance in NXT, she would outshine him. Nonetheless, she needed a shoulder to cry on, and that shoulder was mine. We dated for a bit, and it was okay. But then I got bored and broke things off. And that's when she went crawling back to Johnny. They ended up getting engaged, and the rest is history. So that's right, Johnny. Everything you've seen and heard is true. Your wife is a fake. And if you or anyone else doesn't believe any of this, that's okay. Because I have proof of every conversation, every late night text, every DM.
It's Johnny Gargano. He heard enough.
And Gargano's taking it to the NXT champion.
Can you blame him after everything that the champion said?
Well, we don't know what's true or not, but one thing's apparent. Johnny Gargano is extremely upset.
We know these are lies, and so does Gargano. That's why he's so angry.
The NXT champion clearly wants no part of this, happy to stir the pot and then run away.
He's not running away, he was attacked. You expect him to stand there and take that?
I don't know what to expect, but hopefully we get to the bottom of all this sooner rather than later. And now the NXT champion looks to be in complete control of this match.
Despite all the outside noise, he's locked in tonight.
It's Johnny Gargano, and he's all over the champion.
Gargano's lost it.
Wouldn't you after everything the champion has said about Candice LeRae?
Speaking of Candice, it looks like she's here too.
And she didn't come empty-handed.
Candice LeRae is going to get some revenge on the champion for all the lies and disparaging remarks.
How do you know they're lies?
Wait, what is Dakota Kai doing here?
Well, apparently she sided with the champion in all this.
Dakota nails Candice with a chair.
Low blow to Gargano.
I can't believe these two are working together. DDT under the chair.
We're We've seen Dakota Kai chime in on the champion's claims on social media, but now she just took her support to a whole new level.
I don't know about anyone else, but I'd really like some answers right now.
Whether there's any truth to all this or it's simply just mind games from the champion, it's certainly taking a toll on NXT's first couple. And the NXT champion takes control, Irish whipping Gargano into his corner.
Hold on, it looks like Dakota Kai is trying to remove the opposite turnbuckle pad.
Maybe she's fixing it.
Luckily, the referee saw her and will put an end to this cheating immediately.
Speaking of cheating, Candice LeRae now getting involved.
Candice LeRae with the jawbreaker.
And Gargano nails the super kick.
We have a new NXT champion. Johnny Gargano has done it again.
What a moment after all he's been through.
But it didn't happen without some level of controversy. Gargano's wife, Candice LeRae, now handing him the NXT championship, and that's exactly what she did when she got involved in the match.
Dakota Kai would have done the exact same thing or worse. It doesn't take anything away from Gargano's win.
The former champion from behind.
And Candice gets sent flying off the apron.
She hit pretty hard.
And suddenly for Johnny Gargano, jubilation turns to concern for his wife.
We all just hope she's okay.
Maybe we do, but the now former champion looks content to have gotten some form of payback on the first couple of NXT, intentional or not.
I have a feeling this is far from over between these three.
Last week, you earned the opportunity to face Damian Priest for his North American Championship. However, after the match, Priest announced a $50,000 bounty for anyone who could successfully take you out. How have you been dealing with this situation?
Look, it's clear that Damian Priest knows he can't beat me. So this was the only solution he could come up with to hold on to his championship. But it's not going to work. So far, no one's even attempted to cash in on the bounty. And that tells me that just like Priest, the rest of the NXT locker room wants no part of me. So it's been business as usual. If anyone does want to try to cash in, I'll consider it a warm-up for Priest. And if not, I'm ready either way.
Wait a second, Santos Escobar from behind.
Escobar's looking to cash in on Damian Priest's bounty.
This guy can't catch a break.
Is it enough? The cover! 2, 3. An emphatic victory.
I think the crowd knows what we're about to see. The title might change hands. Yes, we have a new champion.
He looks to be out for revenge after Oney Lorcan borrowed his phone.
Hey, we still don't know if it was Lorcan who posted all that stuff.
We know. From behind!
You think you're real funny, huh? Well, good luck trying to post anything now.
I guess we won't be hearing from Oney Lorcan on social media for a bit. Good.
I hope he had insurance. Wait a second, what the heck?
This is supposed to be Hulk Hogan's chance to say goodbye to the Japanese fans. This is crossing the line.
I agree, but maybe next time don't say, "Who are you?" to one of the top superstars in NXT. Not saying this is okay, but that's what caused this.
Can he close it out? 2, 3. An exhausting match, but a victory he'll savor forever. An impressive win here tonight, but don't forget he now has to face Keith Lee.
Before I get to my next match against Keith Lee, I have a few things I'd like to discuss. Hang on a second. Just let me gather my thoughts real quick.
Gather your thoughts or stall before you have to face a rested and motivated Keith Lee.
Okay, where was I? Like any top superstar would, I did my homework on Keith Lee in preparation for tonight's match. And I learned some very interesting things. See, this man is full of hashtags and motivational catchphrases, but it's all a bunch of lies. He's never lived up to a single one of them. Like, did you know that Keith Lee stole his parents' car when he was first leaving home to become a wrestler? I guess Grand Theft Auto is the true definition of limitless. Speaking of Keith's parents, turns out they didn't even want him to get into wrestling. They wanted him to continue playing football, but instead he quit, turning his back on his team and a free education that millions would die for. I doubt any of his coaches or teammates felt like basking in his glory after that. But after reading more and more about Keith Lee's backstory, one thing became clear. This is a pattern. He's always taken the easy way out, finding people who buy into his phony persona and enable him to receive countless opportunities after failing over and over again. Like, for instance, how he failed to make the cut at the Performance Center 3 times before he was bailed out by William Regal, who, to this day, continues to give him chance after chance when all he does is squander them. But this pattern really first started with Keith Lee's grandmother, who introduced him to wrestling as a young boy in Texas. While I can't go back and fix the giant mistake she made, I can put an end to it now. So Keith Lee, come on out here so I can expose you for what you really are. A fake, a liar, a failure, and soon to be
Wait a second.
former WWE superstar.
Keith Lee sends him flying to the floor.
Talk about a man's family and grandmother, and this is what you get.
Keith Lee's on a rampage. He snapped. Someone needs to stop him.
If anyone can talk some sense into Keith Lee, it's NXT General Manager William Regal.
And finally, it looks like cooler heads are prevailing.
He may have taken a beating, but I think this is what he wanted. He got inside Keith Lee's head, and now he has an important mental edge going into whatever their next encounter is.
Keith Lee is as tough mentally as he is physically. I'm not sure that strategy is going to work.
Did you not just see what happened? I think it's already proven extremely effective.
Oh, what a spear! Goes into the pin. 2 count. And this one is over.
That was a statement win for our NXT North American champion.
I agree, Corey. What a victory.
What the heck's going on?
There's some kind of commotion in the ring, but I can't make out what's happening.
There's your answer. The Toll Man has delivered a strong and clear message. Doomsday has officially arrived.
The NXT North American Champion told Karrion Kross to get in line, and apparently he didn't want to wait.
Tick-tock.
Stands tall once again.
Hang on, the NXT champion is company.
We saw him invite Walter to come to NXT on social media, and apparently he made the trip over.
And it looks like Walter didn't make the trip alone. It's Imperium.
The NXT champion is in big trouble here.
I'd say so. He's outnumbered 4-1.
Wait a second, it's British Strong Style.
And they're taking the fight to Imperium.
This is now an even 4-on-4 fight.
The NXT champion is going head-to-head with Walter.
Was this a coordinated effort between the champion and British Strong Style?
No idea, but it's working.
Into the steel steps.
You have to imagine this is only the beginning of the war between these two sides.
This is NXT's version of the British invasion.
And our champion is caught directly in the middle of it.
Unfortunately, we're out of time, but stay tuned to WWE social media for updates on this developing situation.
Here's your update. They're going to keep fighting until next week.
I think the champ's got it. There's 2! 3! That's it! The champ stays the champ!
Here is your winner, and still NXT Champion, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Smoke.
What an emphatic victory, guys. No contest.
That's why they call it light work, Cole. Barely even broke a sweat.
Not sure if you've heard, but there's a superstar shakeup approaching.
How do you think that's going to turn out for me?
Since you're a main eventer here on NXT, I'll leave that up to you. You can be protected from switching brands, or you can be eligible. It's your call.
Anything else I should know?
There's a stipulation saying that any champions who go to another brand will be forced to vacate their titles. That pretty much covers it.
I think a potential change of scenery sounds good. Put me in the shakeup.
All right. All superstars participating in the shakeup must compete this week so the other GMs can see them in action.
I have heard Adam Pearce likes to scout singles matches, while Mandy Rose prefers to evaluate tag team competition.
So basically, which GM do you want to cater to?
I'd rather impress Mandy to better my chances of going to Raw. So put me in a tag match.
Done. And if this is it, well, it's been interesting.
It sure has.
Win here tonight.
Here on
It's the arrival of the newest edition of Monday Nights.
GM Mandy Rose and the WWE Universe are lucky to have this superstar on Monday Night Raw.
I know he's accomplished a lot in other places, but let's see how he does here on the Red brand. Then we'll talk.